Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of FFG Live. My name is Evan Johnson, and I'm joined here today by Gavin Duffy and Brooks Pfluger-Leavitt. So, we have some X-Wing Wave 4 here for you guys today. We're going to be playing some Republic against the Resistance. So before we get into that and start showing off some cool new spoilers and cards and all that, what's this wave all about? Tell me a little bit about X-Wing Wave 4 and what that means.
This is the first wave we have that we're not introducing a completely new faction to the game.
I guess that's true.
Wave 3 releasing the conversion kits for the original trilogy, Wave 2 for the sequel trilogy, Wave 3 for the prequel trilogy. So we actually get to go back into just focusing on some more new ships and new pilots and new interesting things to add to how the game plays. So we've got a new support craft for the Resistance, a new fast maneuverable fighter for the Republic, and a droid bomber for the Separatists.
That is awesome. So how do you kind of expect, and then there's some re-released ships alongside the new ships. How do you expect kind of the meta to react to this new wave?
So as far as the new releases, I think the Hyena is actually going to be the most significant because the Separatists have very few ships, and the Hyena has the same networked calculations ship ability that the Vulture droid has. So you'll be able to combine the two in swarms, adding in ordnance potential, bombs, torpedoes, missiles, as well as some other interesting tricks that you'll have to wait for the marketing articles later to find out more about.
That's awesome. So I guess let's get started. Let's give the people what they want and show them some new cards. Do you want to go first, Brooks?
Sure. All right. So my Resistance list here heavily features the Resistance Transport and Transport Pod. I have Rose Tico flying the Transport Pod. I'll put the pod in here.
And we should say, if we can get like the people shot for a second. So this the ship does separate just like that, so you can fly the whole ship together.
Can you do that under the dice cam, Evan?
Okay.
You're just very far away.
I'm too far away. All right, so you can fly the whole ship together like so, or you can just break that little guy off and it flies on its own as its own little pod, which is how Brooks has fielded it in that one.
So
continue.
She's got a pretty useful ability, helps her out, re-rolling her dice whenever friends are in the attack arc. But importantly, what I'm using her for in this game is to carry GA97, which is a droid from the Resistance. You'll notice it has the calculate action. I'll come back to that a little later on here. But it has an ability, before I place my forces down, I can spend a number of charges from GA97 to give a card the It's the Resistance condition. This allows me to start one of my ships in reserve, and then the charges on GA97 work like a countdown until I can bring that ship in from any table edge. So this GA97 is a droid from Maz's castle on Takodana, and so this kind of reflects that Resistance spy droid calling in the Resistance, bringing in reinforcements, so you can keep a powerful unit off the table and wait to position it until your enemy is committed to a plan of action.
And fly in right behind me.
Yep, and flying right behind you. So next up, I have 2 Resistance transports.
Slide that auto blaster towards Evan, please.
Okay, I can stack them up there, yeah.
Perfect.
So I have the generic Logistics Division pilot piloting, that is actually C-3PO, you may not have recognized him because of the red arm. And then Pamich Nero Goody with Cadal Conics and Auto Blasters. All of those cards except C-3PO are new. So I've got one of my transports is serving as an actual shuttle for a command character. The other is more aggressive. It has a cannon. It has a very offensively oriented crew member. Really kind of trying to show off the dual uses of the ship. And its dial, which I will show you as well, has several maneuvers not normally seen on X-Wing ships, including a stationary maneuver and reverse maneuvers that I can use it to swing and back up and reflect its maneuverability, but it is very slow, so it can't really get out of dangerous situations very well. And your Naboo starfighters will just run me down.
Yeah, but then you back up, and I forget about that.
So we're getting the next one out here. So a lot of these ships look a lot different than kind of what we've seen. And Gavin, you did some of like the paint masters for this wave. How did you kind of approach like making these ships look like they do?
Yeah, well, the resistance transport was particularly difficult actually for us because if you remember when we see it after the attack on Maz's castle,
right?
You pretty much just see this part, and then they step out of it, and you're like, what did they just step out of? So we had to reach out and collect some resources and figure out what the whole thing looked like, and we actually got this cool piece of concept art with the detached pod and really good reference. And then we just wanted to make sure that it fit in well with our resistance other figures, miniatures on the table, so you can see that it, although not quite like the Republic or the Empire with exact matching base coats and everything kind of has a uniform feel. We have that blue that's pretty iconic to the faction.
Yeah, that's a really nice look of the whole faction kind of together there.
Yeah, and it's nice building the Resistance and the two prequel factions from the ground up, because we can kind of really focus on those aspects of them as well.
All right. So what else have you got in your list, Brooks?
Well, after that, I just have one A-Wing and one X-Wing piloted by J. Chris Tubbs with some S-foils.
All right.
So they're pretty standard. I'll probably put one of them in reserve using GA97. I've done the A-Wing in one game, I've done the X-Wing in the other game. This is our third game with these lists, so we'll see how it goes. The honors are so far even.
Yeah, what's kind of your strategy for going into this match? Like, how do you hope to fly your list, and what do you hope to accomplish?
So between the slow speed maneuverability of the transports, I want to kind of bait Gavin into the debris fields and the asteroid clouds here.
It's my favorite place to be.
Oh yeah. And then I can use GA97 to spring out one of my ships on one of the flanks or behind him, so I don't have to just charge him head on. I can try and outflank him like that. And then when he's in the middle of the clouds, I can go from reverse to forward with my transports, bring in my reinforcements, kind of try and swarm them all at once.
All right. Well, let's see what you've brought to the table, Gavin.
All right. I am playing Republic, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
My first pilot here is Padme Amidala. Show you.
That N1 just looks gorgeous.
It does.
Say.
It's really like the F1 race car of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Padme has the ability that when attackers or defenders are in my front arc, they can only modify one of their focus results. So I kind of want to keep her around the edge, always pointing towards the bulk of Brooks' forces.
Yeah,
So
I can't ignore her.
Yeah, but I have this nice little astromech upgrade on her that synergizes really well with the Starfighter's ship ability, where anytime I do a 3 or 5 speed maneuver, I get a free evade action.
Oh,
and so
you like to go fast.
Yeah, this astromech R2C4 allows me to while you perform an attack, you may spend one evade token to change one focus result to a hit result.
Sure.
So she can basically use evade on offense and defense.
Yeah.
So it's very nice to help keep her alive and also attack without if Brooks pulls a weird backup or something on me and I get trapped.
Yeah.
I also have here little Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, little Annie?
Yep.
Little Annie.
Annie is especially great at doing his favorite trick of spinning.
As you might expect.
Yeah. He is really fun to play on the table. He can spend a force charge before you reveal your dial to perform a barrel roll action. And then after that, you can take off, and with this dial, you want to do a lot of threes, very fast ship, and then at the end, you can do a barrel roll or a boost again. So he's very maneuverable, very position, wherever you want to position him, and has a recurring force charge, so you get it back every turn.
Yeah.
So he's super fun to fly, and then he has plasma torpedoes.
Some people are asking about that.
So plasma torpedoes reads, spend 1 charge during the neutralize results step. Crit results are canceled before hit results. After this attack hits, the defender loses 1 shield. So basically, I get 1 free shield before we count our hits. So
If you hit.
If I hit.
Which
I do sometimes.
yeah, poor Rose last game.
Yeah. So you need the target lock to perform that attack, and it's range 2 to 3, which I have made the mistake of really charging in there with my fast ship and being too close to pull it off.
Sure.
So you got to keep that in mind. But it's very nice to plunk off a shield before taking out a ship. Get your crits in faster that way.
Yeah.
So those are my 2 new ships.
And then, what makes up the rest of your squadron, just real quick? This is all old stuff. But...
Yep. 2 of our Gold Squadron V-19s, and then a nice, beefy 104th Battalion ARC.
Nice.
Yeah. I like the ARC. It's a big stick.
Yeah. And it looks
Really
great.
durable.
Yeah.
Our last game, I was chasing it around and couldn't get the last point of damage on it.
Speaking of like the N1, what are some of the challenges of approaching the design of such an iconic ship like the N1?
So, The Phantom Menace was the first Star Wars movie I saw, and was my introduction to the setting. And it has a strong nostalgic value, but also we're making it for this game that has a whole bunch of existing content in, and so it was tricky to kind of find a niche for it to fit, a role for it to fill. A little easier now that the factions are separated out.
Yeah.
But like almost all of the prequel era stuff is smaller and faster and more maneuverable, and how do we make it look differently? But Gavin and I are both big fans of Star Wars media. He tends more towards the comics, I tend more towards the novels. But we try and bounce things back and forth and come across ideas for mechanics that work well in gameplay, but that also evoke scenes or emotions from when you saw these ships on screen, or when you read about these characters, or when you played them in video games. And so the Naboo Starfighter in particular, it's just so sleek and clean. And even though you don't see it against anything other than vultures in that one battle, it just feels like a fast, kind of cleanly maneuverable ship. It's not like scrambling, it's just everything it does is graceful. So I tried to reflect that in the mechanics. You'll notice it only has 2 agility rather than 3, so it's actually not, it can't dodge the maximum amount you would hope to, but it does so very consistently as long as it's moving fast because of the full throttle ability that already existed actually on our TIE Defenders. And so that was a way to kind of use an ability to reflect better performance without making it the very best. Because if all the ships have 2 good defense, then nothing ever gets destroyed. If all the ships have 2 good attack, nobody ever survives that.
Right, exactly. So I see some of the people in the chat were asking just to see the resistance cards real quick again. If you could throw the new cards back in the dice tray before we start here. And while we're doing that, so we've got the transport, and then you have the resistance transport pod separately. What are some of the differences between those two? Can you just kind of break down the tactical differences between those?
Well, handily enough, we got the cards right here.
Look, there they are.
So they both have a focus action. They both have a target lock, although the transport pods is red because it's separated from the rest of the ship. The resistance transport is actually, you mind if I borrow that?
Oh, yeah.
It is actually built on the chassis of a B-Wing. I have a new B-Wing miniature here.
Yes, we do.
So I will hold those adjacent to each other for comparison. But with the center body part replaced by the cargo container.
Can you scooch conics up a bit?
Oh, is it cut out? Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
there we go.
So the resistance transport, because it still has those heavy weapons from the B-wing chassis, has access to a lot of the usual weaponry, cannons, torpedoes. So you can kit it out to be a pretty powerful gunship. I've gone somewhat minimalistic here with just a cannon and one crew. Or you can use it more as a shuttle or command craft with the coordinate and jam abilities, 2 crew slots and access to a wide range of resistance crew upgrades, as well as an astromech slot. And some of the astromechs have interesting combinations with different crew that lets you get flexibility that you wouldn't get out of, say, a Lambda shuttle.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm actually, you grab the B-Wing for a sec. I'm going to walk over here and kind of show it off because this is so cool. So here's the
You
new
want to
B-Wing.
put it on the stand, actually?
Sure, yeah, let's do that. Let's put that guy right in here. So this is the new B-Wing. So you can see that its little head cockpit pod can swivel
You know, I'll do it from
360
this end.
degrees. Oh, sorry. There we go. Yes. So that swivels 360 degrees. These wings will open and close. And as you can see, it also swivels its peg. So you can make some just crazy shapes, just like whoop, make it go like that, and then it spins around like that. As the bow goes, it just kind of has all the maneuverability of the actual ship, which is just really, really impressive and cool. So,
Big props to our sculpting team on that one. They were
yeah,
on that.
they did an amazing job.
It's really cool.
We did not think it could be done, and they proved us wrong.
All right, well let's game on. Let's get started. So we've already got sort of our obstacles placed here. Who brought what in terms of obstacles? You want to just recount?
We
that?
just had a collection of one of each, so
Great.
we have 2 of each obstacle for the game. That way we have a variety of different opportunities and challenges.
Yes.
So before we place our forces, I'm going to spend 4 charges from GA97 to set aside one of my ships with the resistance.
Okay.
So I'm going to set Jacris Tubbs aside because his X-Wing is not as maneuverable as my A-Wing, but is pretty powerful once it comes on. So he is going to sit out for the first 4 rounds. My charges count down. I'll throw these in here. So every round, one of these charges will flip back to active. And when they're all back to active, Jacris Tubbs will arrive. So that's kind of a little countdown mechanic that we built in using the charges.
Yeah.
So that's the thing I have to do before placement.
All right.
And then I have some Initiative 1 ships, so I will have to place those first. So I will do my Logistics Division pilot with C-3PO. Here, kind of behind this gas cloud, and the A-Wing over on this flank.
All right. Makes sense.
Then all my generic clones here are all Initiative 2, so they come on at the same time. And I don't really have a lot of strategy for where I put these.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I feel like when I overthink it, I tend to do terrible things. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you tried to fly them all in a really tight formation.
and it
In our
worked.
first game.
They stayed close together.
They stayed close together. They stayed very close together. They stayed touching each other, actually.
Yeah, all over the rocks.
So close.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm gonna head straight for your laptop here.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so
Big
now
one.
my Initiative 3 pilots, I'll have Pamich and her transport go over here, and Rose will go over on the end, like this. All right.
All right, so now my Initiative 4s.
Yep.
Good old Padme and Annie.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep Anakin along the side here because I like to be reckless and just charge in. And then I'll keep Padme near kind of the bulk of my generics here so she can use her ability to help them out.
Yeah.
So is Anakin having a rematch with my A-Wing from last game?
Yeah, there was a long skirmish there.
Yeah. How did that end up in the end?
It went pretty badly for me.
It took a while though.
Yeah, it took a long time. You had a lot of stuff with 1 health left that I just couldn't get the final hit on. And that one shot on Rose with the plasma torpedo did not help.
Yeah, that was a pretty good opening salvo. That will not be repeated here, probably.
Well, if I let it happen, that is my problem, not yours.
All right, so you guys are going through your dial placements right here.
Mm-hmm.
Some people in the chat are rioting at the casually angled ship deployments. But,
Brooks taught me that.
Oh, yeah, so this is actually a strategy I developed. I played X-Wing competitively before I became a playtester and developer.
Yeah. Enlighten us.
So the first tournament I went to was Worlds of, I think, 2013. Was the first or second Worlds. And I had previously just played with friends and classmates on a table at home.
Uh-huh.
And I showed up at Worlds with my, like two X-Wings and the Y-Wing, and maybe A-Wings were out yet, or maybe they weren't, I forget.
Yeah.
And I was appalled to see people placing their ships in these perfect 90-degree grids. Like, if I have a ship on the edge of the board, I'll put it close to parallel so I don't accidentally drift off the board.
Yeah.
But they would go and they'd set all the maneuver dials to do the exact same thing. And it's like, you're not really flying, are you? Sort of. And it certainly takes a lot of skill to fly a very tight formation effectively. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. I'll keep talking as I go here. But I found that once I had realized that this is what people were trying to do, I have 2 speeds straight with my A-Wing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will just take the focus action for now.
So you're saying it gives you a competitive advantage to be unpredictable, to have...
Yeah, so that is where I was getting to. I got a 1 speed straight here. Is that because I had gotten used to flying ships at odd angles and judging their positions better. And importantly, my opponents, I was used to flying the way I flew. My opponents were used to flying the way they flew.
Right.
But then if I was able to block the opponent in the middle of a turn,
Sure.
I would knock all of their ships out of angle from each other, so then their ships would be pointing in order outward, and it threw several of my opponents very off because they had a harder time predicting my movements than I did theirs.
Sure.
Because I was used to flying a number of different ships. I like to fly a lot of ships at the same initiative value, so I can choose the order they move.
Yeah.
It gives me more flexibility. So that has kind of continued to be my style of a number of different ships at different angles, flying in different places, but still all converging together on the enemy, and trying to disrupt my opponent wherever possible.
Well,
Can't
there
wait
we
You hear
go.
that, Gavin? I'm gonna disrupt you.
Well, I'm pretty unpredictable because I barely know what I'm doing myself. So
Well,
it's a challenge.
Okay.
All done.
Rose is going 2 straight forward. Focus.
lots of focus.
Damage. 2 right bank. Not much is going to happen this first round of the game unless he comes charging forward with young Skywalker there.
5 straight.
5 straight in the boost. We got in range in our last game on the first pass. Go ahead.
I'm not going to use my ability right away. I won't show it off yet.
Okay.
But I am doing a 4 straight.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
We'll see if I manage to not run into my own guy here.
And you're using the new deluxe movement tools, right?
I am.
Look at those. I like how chunky they are.
Yeah, they feel
feel
good in the
nice.
hand.
Yeah.
There's a solid clunk to them too.
Yeah.
We only had 1 set, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the focus.
We had to show the difference. See, look at this added chunk over here.
He needs all the help he can get.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Oh, we're also doing a 4 straight here. So,
Look at that.
look at that. They like to go fast. Just like the simulations.
Okay. I don't believe anyone's in range of anyone else.
Nope.
So
All right.
next turn. 1 charge recovers on GA97.
Oh snap.
3 turns to go till my reinforcements arrive.
And I would recover my force charge had I spent it. Also, I didn't, but I was supposed to get an evade with
Right.
both of those. But
It's okay. Didn't
since
matter.
we're so far away, I just kind of ignored all my stuff. All right. I managed to point myself straight at all the obstacles, like I love to do. So I had to figure out how am I going to get myself out of there.
You just want to fly right over them. You know? Full speed ahead. You guys are both playing 200-point lists or close to?
Yes, we are both, I believe, exactly at 200 points.
Oh, interesting. So people can start mathing with, you know, what they know, the old things you brought, that they know their costs, and
I mean, they could.
they could. I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they already have started. Which is fine.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Good, good.
No.
All right, I'm set.
Half the stuff I do is to see what will happen so I can learn from it.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
know? That's how you learn.
Exactly. Let's see.
So what's your strategy here? Yeah.
My strategy is for Brooks not to be able to predict what I'm going to do.
Okay, good, good. That seems likely. Brooks, what's your
working
strategy?
so far? So my strategy is to, well, you had me say a big chunk of this before,
Right.
But to try and pull Gavin through the asteroid field, which he is obliging me
Yes.
in doing.
Here he comes.
And hopefully I can concentrate many of my ships on some of his. We'll see how well that works out.
All right. Well, let's see it.
Okay.
You're first.
All right. Logistics Division pilot is taking a 2-speed right bank. Going over to here.
I'm sensing a trend in the movement.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a coordinate action. And my coordinate has reached to anyone I want. So I'm going to coordinate a focus to Pamich Nero Goody. And then that gives me a stress token because the coordinate is a red action. I don't have like a full command suite like in a Lambda shuttle. I just have this rickety old transport.
Right.
But with C-3PO, I also get a calculate after I coordinate. In case
It's all coming together.
Padme's come very fast and comes out
Yeah.
on my flank. And then my A-wing is just going to go straight forward too. And focus as well. Okay.
All right. So we'll see where we end up here. Doing a 3-bank with my Gold Squadron guy here.
I like how we both find out what you did at the same time.
Yeah. Isn't that exciting?
The most exciting way to play.
You got your stress.
Yes, thank you. Red maneuver.
So stressful.
Did a 3-bank the other way with this guy. Just splitting the difference, keeping you on your toes.
Yeah?
Any ship that touches the laptop is immediately destroyed.
Oh.
Naturally.
Yikes. Well, I might be in trouble then.
Let's take a focus. Probably won't end up needing it. And then here we did a 2-bank. So this one's getting into the action. A little.
Yeah. Fly right at that little cloud. That dust cloud.
Evan, no, that's not what I'm trying to do at all.
All right.
It's all happening again. I'll focus. Actually, I'm going to take an evade because that A-wing is super mean.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I am going to go with Rose Tico with a 2-speed right bank. She does not feel like tangling with an ARC 170 all on her lonesome today. So she's just going to swoop around over to there and focus. For now, focus is, I got a pile of them right here. And then Pamich is going to do a 1-speed left bank to here.
Look at this coordinated flying.
And then,
I know, going in right next to each other.
This is when they just
Yeah,
sign off to each other.
but they're slightly angled towards each other. So if they just go straight, they might crash into each other.
Well, who knows? They could be like this. It's a 3D.
yeah, if I
Yeah.
put additional pegs underneath my A-wing, then we're fine. No collisions happen, right? No. I got several different options here. I'm feeling pretty good about shooting that Gold Squadron pilot, though, so I'm going to acquire a target lock on them with Padme.
Oh,
With
snap.
all the sensors left in there from the B-wings.
Yeah.
Not literal sensor upgrades, just the equipment. Okay?
All right. Let's start
I
off.
should know better than to use fluff words that have game terms
Yeah.
applications.
I'm going to use Anakin's ability here
Okay.
to do a
Yeah,
barrel
you
roll.
can do that barrel roll.
Mm-hmm.
Show you a little bit
Do a
of
barrel roll.
this maneuverability.
Should've done that.
Should have done that.
There was a thing I was going to do.
I love how it ended up, so don't worry. We're doing a 3 bank here. And then,
Oh, snap.
guess what I'm going to do
Is it
now?
another barrel roll?
I'm going to barrel roll again.
Double
So
barrel
lining up my template here in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to kind of slide back a little bit to maybe get out of that arc.
So the reason Anakin can barrel roll twice there is that the one triggered by his ability isn't actually an action. It's just a barrel roll, the move you do.
And I moved to 3, so
Yep.
I get an evade.
There you go.
Got to remember that.
Look at you.
And then a 3 bank for Padme as well here. So I'm going to use this fancy placeholder,
Mm-hmm. So fancy.
which I probably am about to run over anyways. Yep, that's okay. Oh,
Oh,
Here,
snap.
I'll
Are
place
you,
it for you.
you going to be on that?
You are on the debris field, and then you move. You're facing that way, yeah. You're facing that way, about
Yeah.
range 1 from the rock. So you gotta stress, and then you gotta stress, and you also get to roll for damage against yourself.
Yippee!
I just wanted to show what happens when you go over the debris.
Yeah. In the box.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Nothing. All right.
We're safe.
Okay. Anakin Skywalker gets to shoot.
All right. We are going to try and take out that A-wing.
Okay. You got range 1.
Destroy it.
Range 1. Where am I here? Okay.
Nope.
Hold on.
Yeah, roll it. Roll in the straight, please.
There we go.
Oh, 2 crits.
Double crit.
Okay. Well, I got 3 defense dice here. 2 natural evades.
Dang.
I can't argue with that.
All right.
Okay, Padme has no shot.
No shot.
Rose has no shot. Darn it.
This is a very
Padme
competitive game.
Yes.
has a range 3 shot on Gold Squadron. Anakin got out of the way, so I'll take the range 3 shot. You stayed out of range of my cannons. So just 2 dice. For a single crit, I'm not going to spend the target lock to reroll just 1 die.
All right. I got 2 defense here.
You got 3 for the long range, but that's... You already got
There you
enough
go.
to stop me. So, all right, your 2s. 170 might have a shot. Nope, out of range.
Oh, did we bring the dice that only have critical hits?
Just
Oh.
out of
Is
range.
that what happened?
That's why I kept them over here. I think I may have a shot on...
You just have Padme.
Yeah, so I'll take that shot.
I mean, yeah, I used to have Padme.
And that's range 3, did you say?
Yes, so I'm
Okay.
going to have 2 defense.
Oh, you don't even have to roll.
Hey, all right.
Rip.
So my 1s, I suppose I'll take the range 1 here on Anakin because I didn't hit the V19 earlier. So 3 dice from the A-Wing.
Punchy, punchy.
Oof.
I like that.
Well, good thing I got my evade.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens here. 2
Oh,
focus.
Don't you wish you still had the force points to spend?
Yes, that is the punishment. But at least only one person got to shoot me.
Yeah.
So I will
That's true.
take 2.
Mm-hmm.
Takes off both my shields.
So he evades.
Yep.
All right. And then my logistics division pilot is out of range. Okay, that's the turn.
When you get so used to barrel rolling in the beginning of your turn, you start to wish you could do it with your other ships as well.
Yeah.
All right, another charge recovers on GA97.
I recover my force charge.
Yep. 2 turns to go.
All right. Move that focus.
So if Rose is destroyed before that finishes ticking down, does that guy just never come in? Or
It's part
does that
of the
work?
condition card, actually. After the friendly GA97, that's the name of the droid, is destroyed, the ship that's in reserve must arrive immediately.
Oh, okay.
So you can't ever have no ships on the board, but still have a ship in reserve.
Sure.
The effect that puts it in reserve goes and pulls it onto the board as soon as the ship is destroyed. So
That makes
actually,
sense.
in our previous game, his first shot destroyed Rose, and so Jaker Stubbs had to come on immediately.
Sure.
But they come on with a disarm token, so they can't shoot that turn.
Oh, interesting.
You're distracting me, so
Yeah,
you can
yes.
do extra planning. I see how it is.
I'm in league with Gavin.
It's okay, I was listening to you, so. All right.
It's okay. You're just gonna bring this whole flank around. You're gonna come
Yeah.
in right behind his ships there,
Mm-hmm.
envelop him in a
Don't-
pincer maneuver.
Don't tell him all these things.
Go for double envelopment.
It's great in theory if you can get it to happen.
In theory, yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's the easy way out, but we'll do it.
So there's in those resistance transport expansion, there's a lot of new resistance only
There are a
upgrades.
lot.
What are some of your favorites?
Well, Cadal Kokonix definitely is up there.
Okay.
I try to, in writing all of these character builders, I tried to really focus on thematic story elements. So Cadal is in charge of the evacuation of the car at the beginning of The Last Jedi, and it's ordering everyone around, rushing things. It's very reminiscent of Empire Strikes Back. They
Right.
leave the heavy equipment behind, get moving. So she's a twist on an existing card, Seasoned Navigator, that allows you to change your dial to a different maneuver of the same speed. Instead, she allows you to increase your speed and change a different dial. And that is an added layer of flexibility. It's somewhat better than the generic equivalent. And it's particularly good on the transport because I could actually go from a reverse maneuver to a forwards maneuver by doing that.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
So that would be a greater difference than it appears. But then I get stressed and
Yeah.
have to struggle. And I can't turn a forwards into a backwards. It only works the other way.
Sure.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. My transport here is going to go one straight forward.
Just one.
The blue move will clear that stress token. And then I'm going to coordinate. I'm going to coordinate my Blue Squadron recruit to give Blue Squadron a target lock on Anakin Skywalker. I'll do that right now before Blue Squadron even moves. And I did a red coordinate action, so I get a stress token and calculate from C-3PO. Then Blue Squadron's going to go, doing a 3-speed right Segnor's loop. So flip around to here.
Why didn't you give me one of those?
You have talent rolls on the Navy Starfighters. The two maneuvers fill a very similar role.
Yeah,
So.
you just blocked my barrel roll though.
Can barrel.
I
the other
did.
way.
I did block your barrel roll. I also have a lock on you because I did the coordinate first. Those are my ones.
All right. Well, I'm doing a 1 turn here. Just trying to keep out of these debris. Gas clouds here. But this actually
works out.
in my advantage, to my advantage a little bit there. That's a red maneuver though, so I can't take a lock on you or anything. All right. Then we are doing a 1 bank to get rid of my stress here and to avoid the rock.
Just dodging right through those.
Yep. Okay. And he will I'm not good at gauging ranges here, but he's going to try and take a lock on Rose.
You've got range to lock Rose or Logistics Division.
I'm actually going to do Logistics Division.
Okay.
Because...
That's number 4?
Nope, I'm going to do Rose. I like
Rose, okay.
There you go. Very decisive. And a 2 turn.
It's a strength.
So, just curling around those debris here.
Got that okay? All right,
Yeah.
There we go.
He's beefy, but I that's why I like him.
Or are you going to fit in there?
Let's see.
Oh, no.
I bumped by like a millimeter.
Yeah.
Not even. All right. Serious game here.
All right.
The game state must be maintained.
Rose. so what action are you doing if you didn't bump there?
I did bump.
Oh, you did bump. Okay.
Yeah.
Rose, you're going to do a 2-speed left bank. Up to here. She is all locked up. I'm a little worried about getting shot, so I'm going to use her barrel roll. So this is the one action that's different. One of the 2 actions that's different, actually, from the transport to the transport pod. The Resistance Transport has a large crew compartment. It's heavier, but it has like facilities in there, so it has coordinate. The transport pod has barrel roll instead.
Yeah.
Because it's smaller and not as encumbered.
It would be difficult to barrel roll that full transport. You would have to lock it instead.
All right, and this Resistance Transport has dialed in a 1-speed reverse right bank. However, with Cable Connex, actually, who I was just talking about,
Yeah, let's see this in
and where you
action.
put your Gold Squadron pilot, I could accelerate instead. I could speed up to 2 and go after that Gold Squad pilot. Got Anakin boxed in. I really want to put the punishment on that V-19 though, since he got into range 1 of the A-Wing. I'm going to go ahead and use it. So I have to. So after I reveal my dial, I may set my dial to a basic maneuver of the next higher speed. Now, a reverse. This reverse is a speed 1 maneuver, so I do have to speed up to speed 2 going forwards. So I'm going to just do 2 straight forward, and I don't think I will bump instead. So if I had completed the reverse maneuver, I would go back there. But instead, I am doing this maneuver to go up to here.
That's pretty good.
But I do increase the difficulty of that maneuver from blue to white. So thankfully, at least I'm not taking the stress. And then with my action, I will...
I'm just laughing at my own board state.
I'll take a target lock. I already have a target lock on you. I prepared for this. Focus.
No, you're looking really good over here. Look,
All right,
you've got shots
cool.
on him. He
Yeah.
doesn't have shots on you.
It's almost where I want it.
All right. Gavin, your 4s.
All right. Let's start with Padme over here. She's going to do a 2 bank.
I'll get the maneuver here while you mark the ship.
Yeah. Hopefully
Yeah,
this gets out of the way here.
don't like knock it flying this time.
They're ships, they're meant to fly.
Bumping that instead. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
And that will clear her stress from taking that detour through the debris. And for her action, she's going to boost. I'm going to do a... try and start turning in the right direction here.
Mm-hmm. Bring the ship around.
I think I might have
Yeah, I
put
think
Rose
you-
in my arc there,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Looks that way.
that worked out all right.
You did not go fast enough to get that evade token, though.
Right. We were being careful. There was someone in front of us. We were being polite. So now Anakin, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not good at judging distance by eye. But I feel very unsafe barrel rolling that way. But if I would land out of bounds, I just fail my
Yep.
barrel roll, right?
Yep. So you wouldn't move, but it would still cost you the force point.
Well, you know what? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
He's a little kid. He doesn't know better. Blaming it on him and not me.
He doesn't know where the edge of the map is.
Yep. So.
I mean, if
I
you
think
put
I
it to the
made
forward
that.
edge.
Yeah.
you-
Oh my
No.
gosh. No. No.
No.
We're out.
Good try.
Good try. So then I will just reveal my.
So where are you going?
3 bank to the left.
Okay. Oh, I'm real glad I boxed you in then. Otherwise, that would have dodged me anyways. Or probably it would have bumped me.
I was planning on going that way and getting up in your grill. And I think I'm gonna boost just to.
So let this be a lesson to people who rely on supernatural reflexes, which is the upgrade card that Anakin Skywalker reflects, and to those who want to counter their opponents who rely on it.
I apologize if I'm covering all the cameras right now. I did do a 3.
You
So I
did.
do get
Yep.
that.
You got the
There's your
evade.
evade. Good.
And
good.
I did a boost action, so.
Okay. All right. Attacks. Padme can shoot Rose. Anakin can shoot Rose. Which
Well,
one do you want to do first?
Let's do
Snap.
Padme.
Okay. Padme
Not Rose.
cannot see the logistics division pilot, so that's not going to trigger Rose's ability. If other friendly ships were in the attack arc, which is the arc that the attack is being performed with, she would get rerolls, but nobody is.
But you are in my attack arc
Yep.
for my ability.
Yep. So I can only modify one focus result.
Dang it!
Nice.
You can't modify any focus results.
I can't. Okay, we'll do Anakin now.
Were those green dice?
No, they were
No,
red.
they're red.
I at least know to grab the right
Right.
color. All right.
I guess I shouldn't talk. I'm super colorblind.
Okay,
Crit.
one crit. And then I have no way to modify that, so I take. There's one shield gone. It's my only shield.
All right.
Plink.
All right, my 3s. Rose. Anakin has dodged Rose, and that Gold Squadron Trooper is a little too far away. So no shot from Rose, but Pamich is going to get to use Auto Blasters.
The auto blasters.
So, it's a cannon. It's a range 1 to 2 front arc attack. So I'm going to roll 2 dice normally. The target is in my bullseye arc, so I get to roll an
made it.
additional die lining up my rapid firing guns. And it's a range 1 attack that is allowed to have bonuses. It doesn't have the little missile symbol there. So I have 4 dice. Roll those.
I'm about to get punished.
Yeah. So that's pretty nice. I'm going to spend that target lock to reroll the blank into a hit, and I'll spend that focus for 4 hits. I did not get any critical hits. Auto Blasters have a special ability here. If I'm outside of the defender's front arc, which I am, I've outmaneuvered them, and their evades can't cancel my critical hits, but I'm happy with 4 normal hits.
Still
when
seems
you only
good.
have 2 defense dice.
And nothing to modify.
Okay.
I'm still alive.
1, 2, 3, 4 for now.
Yeah, for now. Which one was that? Number 3?
Number 3.
This is not going the way the last game went.
No. The last game you did that to Rose, and she only has 3 hull.
Yeah.
All right, your 2s.
All right. Did you evade my range here. Nope, you're still there.
Yeah.
So is he. I will take a shot at Rose since I took her shield off.
So for this attack, the Logistics Division pilot is in your arc, so she will get a reroll.
Okay.
But she can only reroll one of the focuses because of Padme.
I'm so good at rolling focus results.
You need to start taking
Well,
some
here-
focus.
I can roll those, and I can reroll one of those because of the Logistics Division pilot. I evade your non-existent attack.
All right.
I'll leave that out there. She's gonna get shot again.
Yep.
I'm going to take this range 1 shot
Okay.
on your A-wing, though.
Okay.
I got a hit.
There's a hit.
Hey.
There's
And
a
2
dodge.
evades. And I feel like you're out of range of my arc.
I am. Okay. Oh, well, measure the rows. I still am.
Just barely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. My A-wing is gonna hopefully. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm not gonna jinx myself.
Yeah. You know how this game
It's going
works.
to attack Gold Squadron 3. Okay. This is my lock.
That
It was
that
on
was on
Anakin.
Anakin. Yeah.
I shouldn't have even thought it. I was going to say finish off the Gold Squadron pilot, but obviously I can't do that.
Yeah.
All right. My Logistics Division pilot has a shot here. 2. All right. Range 2. 2 dices. No cannons on this one. This is just a C-3PO mobile. I'll spend that for 1 hit. Actually, there's no point. It doesn't matter. You have an evade.
Yeah.
And I have nothing else to use the calculate for. And that's the last thing happening this turn. Okay.
All right.
Well, didn't go quite as well as I would have liked because of that A-wing that I jinxed. But I'm pretty happy with this turn so far.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure how long this Gold Squadron Trooper will be around anymore.
You recover your first charge, and I recover the 4th charge from GA97. So there's 1 turn left before Jaker Stubbs arrives.
Only 1 turn left. So, Brooks.
Yes.
I've seen some speculation in the chat about
Okay.
this. The new Resistance cards that we talked about, like Conics and others. How do you expect those to interact with established Resistance ships, such as the Millennium Falcon?
Well, both Rey's Millennium Falcon and the MG-100 Star Fortress have crew slots. All of these upgrade cards are crew Resistance. You can put them on all your existing ships. A number of them, most of them are specifically built to work with the transport. For example, Catel's ability to increase your speed is much more effective when you go from backwards to forwards than just bumping your speed up by 1.
Right.
But they all still work. You'll come up with different ways to use them utilities. A number of them are built to be useful in other things. For example, none of them require you to have the coordinate action or the jam action. So you can have Leia Organa or Amilyn Holdo on the Millennium Falcon. You can have Corcella on the Resistance Bomber in case you get stressed. They all have a wide range of abilities that are useful across all the existing ships, and have also kept in mind any future ships that might be coming. We have announced Epic now, so I can say this.
Yeah.
A couple of these abilities are built with the Epic ships in mind. So particularly some of the more fleet military characters, Amilyn Holdo, Larma Dasi, will both be useful on your Resistance Epic ships as well. I don't have a screen of the chat in front of me, but I'm sure people are.
Yes. Yes, so people asking about the Hyena, we are going to show some cards from the Hyena at the end of the stream. So stay tuned, stick around for that after the game. We will show a little bit of that, even though you don't get to see it in play on the table.
I like the design of the Hyena.
Yeah, it's super cool.
It's a fun one to work on. The Hyena is from the Clone Wars cartoon, which is very saturated and everything. And with this, as I mentioned earlier, trying to keep everybody have a very unified look, especially in the prequels where it's really 2 very organized militant forces against each other.
Right.
We opted to make the vulture and the hyena much more similar in color than the vibrant cartoony blue that you get from the Clone Wars cartoon.
Right.
So that it'll match right in on the table.
Nice.
Okay.
Ready?
No, I should be more careful with that.
You got this.
I should do that instead. Okay. All right. So
Any more last minute changes?
my A-wing's gonna go first actually here, with a 3-speed straight. So I'll scoot up to here,
Zip zip.
and I am just going to take a focus action. And just that, the blue maneuver clears my stress. Then my logistics division pilot is going to take a 2 straight as well, clearing that stress.
They're
And
swapping passengers.
do a coordinate action again. So it's a red action. C-3PO gives me a calculate. I will coordinate Blue Squadron, which is why I didn't use its ability then, to give Blue Squadron a barrel roll to the left.
Makes sense. Makes
To
sense.
here. And then Blue Squadron is then going to use its refined gyro stabilizers. After it performs an action, it can perform a red boost or rotate action. I'm going to swivel my A-Wing's guns to point backwards. That was a fun little bit of fluff to work into
Yeah.
the A-Wings there. So now I'm using the rear arc of my A-Wing instead of the front arc. Hopefully I've got that Gold Squadron Trooper trapped. I shouldn't have said it out loud. I've already started when I thought of it. So there we go. I've just jinxed myself again. Gavin, you're clones.
Let's see what he did, because 2 bank right into your firing. Reveal.
Ah, perfect.
Looking down the tailpipe.
Oh, great. Yes, that worked out. Good.
Perfect positioning. Don't worry, you'll get to shoot first.
Yeah. So I may as well. Let's see. I'm still stressed because that was a white maneuver, so I can't do anything. Let's see. This guy over here, 2 bank also. Trying to finally get everyone kind of in the same area here. That guy will. Oh, he already has a lock on Rose. So he's gonna focus.
Okay.
Because I keep rolling
You
focuses
do keep rolling focuses.
and not having anything to do about it.
It's true.
And my arc here, 2 straight, and I'm really hoping I don't hit that gas cloud.
That is a 3 straight.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I thought that looked pretty far.
The gray ones, they're a little harder to make out the letters, but maybe if you dry brush it.
Am I
Oh, did you get it? This one too?
am I on it?
Yeah, you found the gas cloud. So you're going to lose your action, but you're not going to suffer any long-term penalties.
All right.
Okay, my
Just clip the
3s
wing
are
there.
going to go.
There's some
Rose will
gas.
go first with a 1-speed left bank. I hope I don't. Oh, I get in the debris field. So I get rid of that stress, but I get another stress.
Everyone's flying into these.
And I roll to see if I take any damage. I do not.
They'd have to be crazy to follow us in here.
Okay, and then Pamich, going to do a 2-speed left turn, which will overlap the gas cloud before it flicks the gas cloud flying. So I do lose my action, but I still complete the move.
Gas moves, it displaces. right?
Yeah, you know, it naturally kind of shifts around a little bit.
Okay,
With all that air in space.
that's all my moves. So your Naboo Starfighters.
All right. Got a 3 bank left here. Would
I'll
you
get
mind
that for you.
doing that for me? So she will get her evade for that 3. And then I think she's gonna boo. She'll take a focus. Nope.
Nope.
She's gonna barrel roll. Because that's the best trick.
It is
Can you
the best
barrel
trick.
roll her this way?
Forward, backward.
Probably
Straight.
backward.
That's
So
what
I-
backward looks like.
Yeah. So I have more space to dodge that debris field that I'll hit. Anakin, I'm gonna use his force point to barrel roll. No, cross.
Yeah, you
the
can come over here.
180 here.
That's a good trick.
Wow, it's so different.
No,
How
we're
many-
not going to stop telling that joke.
How many times do you think that joke is going to be said, like just in X-Wing games across the world?
Hopefully every time.
How many
We had
times
that
will people say
discussion
that?
when I came up with that ability,
I'm already tired of it.
and it was a joke.
Uh-huh.
And then we realized that's actually a very interesting ability, and really cool, and really fun, and captures the nostalgia and like the excitement of pod racing and dogfighting Vulture droids and the Naboo Starfighter.
Right.
And so yeah, people will be telling the silly joke and having fun and laughing while
Yeah.
playing X-Wing. That's great. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Having fun. Yeah, that's the best way to play.
You got an evade too.
You get a barrel roll again. Do it again.
That is very tempting. But then I'll be facing straight down that debris cloud, which I'm really good at. But I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna barrel roll again. Can you bring me that way?
Okay. Forward, backward. That's what forward looks like. That's what backward looks like.
Just the middle.
Middle.
Just, yeah.
Okay.
Split the difference.
Okay. All right.
All
Combat.
It's shooting time.
right. So, Padme's gonna shoot Rose.
Okay. Range 1.
All right.
Very nice, very nice.
And there is one other friendly ship in the attack arc, because the attack arc only extends as far as the range ruler.
All right. 2 hits.
Okay. So while Rose defends, she can reroll up to 1 of her results for each other friendly ship in the attack arc. So I get 1 reroll here. I'll reroll that. Hey!
When I finally
She's
get a
committed
good roll.
to protecting her friends. She's going to distract the enemy and delay them.
You
Well,
little dodgy dodge.
It worked. For now.
All right. Who's next?
Then Anakin is gonna go for this logistics division pilot.
Okay. Range 1.
Okay.
Only 1 defense die. And,
Oh,
woo,
nice.
Anakin's like, no, my maker is attacking me. Or C-3PO's like, no, my maker's attacking me. You shouldn't have
He didn't
C-3PO.
recognize him because
No,
of the
blink.
it was the red arm.
Okay.
He didn't recognize him.
I walked right into
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
That's all my shields.
Got him.
All my shields.
Father.
That was completely unintentional. I just T-balled.
All right.
Okay. All right, my 3s. So, Rose,
Did you do Gav at the start of this turn?
end of the turn.
Oh, end of the turn.
Yep.
It's end of the turn.
This
Okay.
is the last turn.
Okay. I was mistaken.
So
on the timing.
Rose just has the range 1 shot at Gold Squadron Trooper. So here's a 3-die attack. But I've actually got her in a pretty good position here because Padme Amidala is also in the attack arc. So she's going to get a reroll.
That's pretty good.
It's not fair.
1 hit.
All right.
1. Her friends are in danger. She's going to save them.
Oh, dodge, dodge.
Alright, you touch it. Okay. Pamich has a range 2 shot on 2 shot on both of them. So I'm gonna shoot the arc 170 because it's easier to hit. Have the auto blasters. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting damage on the arc 170 because it's gonna take a lot of damage. It's not in my bullseye, is it? Nope. Okay, so yeah, I'll shoot it. 1 crit. Should have shot the gold
For
squadron.
my
Had
what?
my
Is
auto
this the one that
blaster.
I can't nullify?
I
crits?
did not say it was the auto blaster attack, and
Okay.
I am in your front arc, so you can cancel that if you roll an evade, which you do, because I said it.
Hey.
I should maybe not set my red dice to blanks when I put them over here.
That's bad juju.
All right, your twos.
All right, let's start with this trooper shooting at Rose.
Okay.
Is that range 1?
Yep. And
Now
there
you're
are
taking
two
dice.
other friendly ships in the attack arc, so she's going to get to reroll 2 of her dice.
That's testing you.
Yeah, I got your back. It's
Making
okay.
sure you're not sleeping over here.
Yep.
I'm going to spend my lock to reroll this
Okay.
one. Didn't help. Couldn't have hurt.
1 evade, and I'll reroll that. I don't have anything to modify that, so I stop 1. I take 1.
All right.
She's got 2 hull left. But her ability has been saving some damage.
Mm-hmm.
She is very useful when she's kind of the focus of the enemy as bait, as a distraction, or to delay them.
It's true. She's a very tempting target, so I'm going to shoot her again. Wait, do I get a shot when I'm on the gas cloud?
Yep, you get a shot, but if the shot goes through the gas cloud, which a shot at Rose will, I will roll an additional die, and I will change one of my dice to an evade.
All right, all right.
Those are bad odds.
Yeah. I may as well try
Yep.
and take a shot at Padme here.
So range 2, back at me.
Yep. Front arc of the arc.
Okay,
The arc.
The arc.
nothing. So 2 shields off of Pamich. Pamich has 1 shield left.
This poor guy over here.
All right, he's up.
Speaking of, he's going to try and take one last valiant shot at the
Yeah.
squadron here.
Hey, if he can destroy that A-wing.
Yeah. I think that A-Wing's got some good shields on it still or something.
Nah, here
It's
it
still
is.
fresh.
Here it is.
Here it isn't.
Here it is not. And he's about
All right.
to take 3 to the face.
So blue squadron first is going to shoot backwards since I set up that attack
Well done.
at gold squadron there. There's a hit and a crit.
All
That's
right.
what I got. 'cause
Oh,
my
you're
target
fine.
locks on Anakin.
You're fine.
You're fine.
All right.
Double evade.
1. So
But
here's critical
that's
hit.
my full.
Yeah, there's a fuel leak. Those come back to Hancha.
Well, he's dead, so.
Yeah, he's going to come back to
It
Hancha.
came back to haunt?
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yep, you're good. Okay. Now there's some timing rules that I forget.
Okay, and then my logistics division pilot has no shot because I was all set up to take down gold squadron.
That was the plan all along, was
Yeah.
to deny that shot.
Correct.
All right. Well, it's the end of this round, so all these tokens go away.
Goodbye, tokens.
And then a very important token over here comes back, also your force charge. But that is the 5th charge from GA97. So at the start of this round, it's the Resistance! J. Tubbs is going to arrive from reserve. So I've got...
I mean, just when you were on the ropes and like really needed some reinforcements too.
Yep.
You like come swooping in.
So Jake Tubbs is going to, he can deploy at range 1 of any table edge and beyond range 3 of any enemy ship. So I think I like a spot, oh I could actually. I will deploy over here, be coming in behind all of Gavin's fighters there.
Seems good. Seems good.
So that
So-
looks
so-
good. I was a little worried. I didn't want to come in directly behind the Arc 170 because it shoots backwards too, and that's kind of difficult to deal with. But that's a good spot. All right, so I've arrived. Let's play the next turn.
Let us indeed.
All right.
We have a serious question in the chat.
Oh,
Is
right
there
on.
is there any sign of Senator Banks in these in this wave?
In this wave, well, the
Correct.
N1 can't carry any crew, and
Yep.
we wouldn't want to put Senator Binks in a product with a ship that he can't be carried on.
Naturally.
So it doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Outlook not
however,
so good.
We have not forgotten Bombad General Binks.
Of course not. We could never.
We could never forget Bombad General Binks.
Why can't we? He's fine, guys. He's fine. Let's see.
They're all very excited that you've confirmed the title as Bombad General.
I should have done. They should be excited. I'm excited. Bombad General.
So we have a brain teaser in here for you, Brooks, from Nathan Squadron. Okay, so he's saying, what happens if the reserve ship can't deploy? My 8 TIE fighters block off range 3 of all board edges.
It could happen.
It does seem very unlikely. But
Based on the cards we have out so far, Boba Fett, the crew for Scum, there's a similar situation. It's a very fringe case, but you would just deploy it on as normal. That is what I'll go with right now, but obviously we have some time, and if it turns out that that is problematic. Also, I will point out that if you are up against an 8 TIE swarm, GA97 is optional. You may. So you can just not do it.
if you think your opponent's going to try and pull that off, there you go. All right.
I want to see somebody fly 8 ties just in,
Yeah,
like
just
a,
in a
holding
perfect
pattern.
ring around the edge.
That would be pretty impressive. Very Pac-Man.
Man, Brooks, it's taking so long. It's
You're
not,
asking
it's
me
not like we're
questions.
asking you questions or anything.
You know, ask Gavin questions, tough rules questions about how the game works.
Yeah, you don't want that.
All right, I'm set.
Oh.
All right. Blue Squadron. Gonna take 2-speed right bank.
2-speed right bump.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Oh, got him.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
This is what it's like working in our room all day. Just terrible puns.
That's what it's
Resistance
like working in every room at
Yeah,
40.
it's true.
1-speed left bank. Gonna clear that stress. Gonna coordinate, so get it right back. And my calculate for C-3PO. And then I'm going to coordinate Blue Squadron to get that focus I didn't get because I bumped. And then use my refined gyro stabilizers, flip those guns back forwards.
Look at this
So
guy.
even though I bumped,
It's like he knows what he's doing. It's like he made the ship.
yeah, I did. I made the Wave 2 stuff too. So.
Yeah, that was our first project that Brooks and I worked together on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The RZ2?
Yeah, we're very proud of that RZ2.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wave 2 as a whole, actually, was.
Yeah.
Yep. Jakris Tubbs, 4 straight.
Yeah, gotta get in the fight.
Gonna open his S foils.
Look at that convenient move.
Okay, and then who?
I'm curious to see how my moves turn out. Oh, I can tell you that one of them's going to be really bad. Because I forgot about initiative order.
I'm gonna acquire a lock on Padme.
Gavin.
Sometimes I look
Right,
at their
your
IDs
clones.
instead of their initiative, and I'm like, okay, yeah,
Yeah, those M1s look great.
they do.
Bright yellow on the starfield.
So good.
2-turn for this guy.
Yep.
See if he can even get anywhere.
I think so, yeah. I'll get it here for you. Oh yeah, you're fine.
Plenty of room.
Super official move.
Yep. Yep.
And then he will, I'm not stressed or anything, so he's going to take a target lock on Jakris.
Okay, pass me the phone.
There you go. All right, here's the one that I botched. 2-turn here.
Yeah, Padme's a little in the way of that.
Yeah, only a little. So making sure my front and back
Yep.
line up.
So you did dodge the gas cloud on this, though.
Did I?
There we go.
There you go.
There it is.
Okay.
All right. You killed my other one.
Yep, I suppose it did. So, Rose, take a 1-speed left bank to get rid of that stress.
And get off that debris cloud.
And get off the debris cloud, yeah. Yeah, talk about that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I should have done that in the other order. So she's there. She is actually going to do something I haven't gotten an opportunity to do yet, so I'm glad it gets to happen on stream. She is going to jam Padme.
Whoa.
So the jam action, I'm at range 1, so I'm going to give you a jam token. The next time you get a green token or acquire a lock, you're going to lose it. And then that is a red action, so I get stress. And then Pamich is taking a 2-speed left turn, which, oh good, looks like that. Well, of course I said something before putting it down, and therefore
shame.
it didn't work.
Yep.
That bumps, but that's still lined up pretty well to get the attacks I want. Okay, your 4s.
All right. Let's try and untangle this Padme mess here. So she's gonna try and do a 3. Oh, I thought I did a turn. It's fine. Talon roll. No,
Okay.
that's what I wanted to do. That was smart.
Yeah, well. Come on,
Because you knew if you did an action
you there.
that you would just lose it. So
well, there we go. Yeah. 'Cause
Well,
you're
I
not-
wanted to face Tubbs is what I was doing.
You're
Yeah.
not.
Oh yeah, and I
Forward,
totally knew I was
backward.
gonna get jammed.
right.
Backwards is fine.
Okay. That does handily avoid my jam because my jam will wear off at the end of the turn, and because you get a stress token, you are not getting your evade or any other actions. So that's where you are.
All right, now
Congratulations, you've countered my ability to take away your tokens by not taking any tokens.
I'm gonna pretend I remember what I dialed in for Anakin and give him a barrel roll.
You can look.
Oh yeah, it's just before I remove it. I'm still gonna do it though.
Okay.
Yeah, of course you are.
Barrel roll to the right. Do you want to barrel roll to the left?
That way.
Okay.
Towards
Forward,
you.
back.
Back. Well, forward.
You want to phone a friend?
Yeah, you. All right, I'm doing a 3 bank.
Okay. Oh, that's in the bump.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's okay. I just wanted to face Tubbs.
Well, you have certainly gotten around the face relatively towards him.
All right,
I think he's
perfect.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe not.
Everybody was
Alright,
like,
so
who's
you're
this
locking.
new guy? Forget these other 4 ships that have been here the whole time.
So we're getting questions about It's the Resistance?
Yeah.
Mechanically, or just what it's a reference to?
Sure. There's just some people who missed it. If you just want to go
Oh.
over real quick what happened with It's the Resistance.
Yeah, so GA97, before placing forces, you may spend 3 to 5 charges. If you do, choose one friendly ship and give it It's the Resistance condition. And then those charges, in this game I had spent 4 of them, will recover once per turn as normal. The It's the Resistance condition causes that ship to start in reserve. When that ship deploys, it is placed at range 1 of a table edge and beyond range 3 of enemy ships. And at the start of the round, if all of GA97's charges are active, the ship deploys. So if I spend 4 charges to trigger the effect, first round, second round, third round, fourth round, start of the 5th round, my ship will deploy. So it's a simple timer to set when my reinforcements are coming on. And then if GA97 is ever destroyed, the ship has to arrive immediately. I'll leave that there while we start this so people can look at it.
There we go.
So you're up first.
All right, we're gonna take some shots here at J. Chris Tubbs.
Anakin can't see him,
Dang it.
but Padme's got a
Trying
range
so
2.
hard. All right. Should I roll on top of our card
No,
here?
I'll put them out now.
So did Padme complete a range of 3
Yes, but she got.
But she got a
stress.
stress. That's right.
Yep.
I got one hit.
Okay. Well, you certainly did do something unpredictable. I took a target lock because I didn't think anyone was going to turn around, but instead everyone turned around. If I had known that, I would have focused. So I'm going to lose a shield
All right.
for that hit.
Those Anakin.
He's got a range
I'll take one on Rose there.
2 at Rose, and nobody else is in the attack arc, so Rose has no rerolls.
All right. Nope,
Oh,
nothing.
no.
Don't need them.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so my 3s. Rose has no shots, but Padme has a very nice range 2 shot at Anakin from outside of his arc.
Oh, very
so
nice.
I get to show off auto blasters at full effect. So 2 dice.
They hurt.
You're in my bullseye.
Oh.
I should just not say how well any of my attacks, any of my rolls, any of my actions are going to go until I do them.
You should have learned your lesson by now.
I should. I really
Hey
should.
guys, watch this.
Your 2s.
Hold my beer.
Hold my dice. Okay, we'll take a shot with that guy.
Gold Squad, range 2.
All right, with my target lock as an option.
Oh.
I'll keep those. I guess.
Well, I'm glad I have shields.
Yeah.
Because I need them.
Wob wob.
All right. What's Rose at? How much health does Rose have left? 2. I'm gonna shoot Rose with my arc.
All right.
Out the back, range 1.
Out the back door.
Just get that clone trained in on her there.
Huh? 2 hits there.
Oh, it's outside the box. All right, fine.
Clean dodge.
Be
Clean
that
dodge.
way. It's a little target. Look at it. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, how are you expected to hit that?
yeah, I don't even.
Okay. I'm not talking. Worked, as evidenced. So now my 1s.
Just gonna expect like dead silence.
But now
from
saying
you.
not talking worked, so now you jinxed that. So.
Oh no.
Blue Squadron Recruit, range 2 on Anakin Skywalker.
Oh my gosh. Please. Well, at least I only took 1.
Okay.
All right, hand me 1. Put it in the
Yeah, let's see what we got.
panicked pilot.
Oh, that's fitting.
2 stresses. You panicked that poor child.
That poor child.
He just slipped in to the atmosphere.
His panic is actually manifesting as like that kind of like exuberance that he gets in episode 1, where he's just like, "Yippee! Like this is the best! I love being in a space battle."
Logistics Division pilot is pointing away, but got the coordinates. That's cool. Jakers Tubbs is going to add on the damage to Anakin now while he can. Range 2. 3 dice.
Oh, then repair.
Ooh. All right. All right. Oh.
I will play by my own rules. And I have.
Here's
nothing.
another present for you. Oh, look! Another panic pilot.
Oh,
I'm
there's
going
a
to shuffle this deck up. I mean, we'd already shuffled.
It was
a
shuffled.
bunch,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
2
now
more stress.
I don't even have that many. It's stressful being in the space
I mean,
battle, guys.
he's literally a child in the middle of a space battle.
10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Well, the droid's actually flying the fighter half
This
the time.
isn't like pod racing at all.
All right, that's the end of the round. Next round.
Nah, jam goes away, right?
Yes, it does. Interestingly, though, Anakin's pre-maneuver barrel roll is not an action, so you can do it even while stressed.
Yeah.
It's really hard to lock that.
He's slippery.
Like that dial.
Yeah. Like a nimble little child or something. All right, now,
So Gavin, how are you gonna get out of this?
how am I gonna not collide all my ships together? All right, we're gonna start with this dial here. We're gonna take it one at a time.
I'll take it one step at a time.
Do you ever like, oh, I could just do this maneuver, and then it's not on your dial, and you're like, oh, maybe I can't do that one.
Lots of speculation about points costs of different things.
You are welcome to keep speculating.
It's just like it's like one of those like free the block puzzles where you like slide,
Yeah.
slide, and then the red one comes out. You know, it's just like that.
Yeah, but this one you have to move certain ones first. too,
Right.
Like,
Right.
which I suppose in those you do as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about all those other ships you have for a second.
Yeah, you did. Everybody's going for tubs. And to Antico.
Now that you've set dials for 3 of your ships.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna modify that a little bit. Oh my gosh, they're all gonna run into each other, guys.
That's what they want to see.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
My ships will be involved in the collisions too.
Everyone's just gonna crash into each other in midair.
There's a strategy to that, though.
There
Like,
is,
If,
yeah.
if I can get the collisions to work in my favor,
Right.
like last round, Rose was able to kind of jam up all of his ships that were trying to concentrate on her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this. Tubs, straightforward 2.
Just gonna go right into the teeth.
Okay,
If
so
only
I'm
that
gonna
Kirk had
take a
teeth on it.
focus
Yeah.
action. And let's see, did I get close enough? I did not get close enough to use my ability.
You could use it on me.
No, I'm not going to. Actually, I don't think I can. Friendly ship. Yep.
Oh.
You are not friendly, Gavin.
He would, but
I'll remember that.
he's got to play by the rules.
All right. Then Blue Squadron Recruit here is doing a 3-speed right bank
Yes.
through that pile of tokens. I suppose you don't actually
All
have
that-
an ongoing crit effect.
All that stress just hanging out with Anakin there.
I am
Yeah.
going to collide with you. I very, very, very nearly got
Yeah,
past
that would have
that.
been beautiful.
I'm parked up right there.
Mm-hmm.
And resistance transport is taking a 2-speed left turn while stressed
Mm-hmm.
because it just has to get back around where it can do something.
It's like a barrel of quacky monkey lizards. You know, like try and pull one of the monkeys out and
That'd be a great merchandising opportunity, actually. Oh, and we see him in Mandalorian too.
yeah. My 2s yet?
Yep.
What did I do with that arc? I don't think I'm gonna be able to move the arc.
So here's what your V19 is doing,
Uh-huh.
and here's what your arc is doing. Will moving them in a different order help?
No.
Okay. Then just pick one.
We'll move this one just to get it out of the way.
All right.
A 2 Talon roll.
Okay, 2 Talon roll. To the right.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh no!
That is a collision.
The unblocking begins.
All right, so
The
that's just going to
blocking.
end up right there. Stressed.
I got a 2 turn for my arc.
No, also? Okay.
Yeah, which is just probably gonna have to, but we'll see.
No, that's good.
Ah.
Look at that. Look at you.
Yes, and look, they're like parallel to each other. I meant to do it the whole time.
Looks beautiful.
Okay, so you get an action there.
Oh, he's gonna target lock Jakers.
Okay, go grab your 6 out.
Did I? I didn't spend my target lock last time.
No.
Because you rolled double crits.
Yeah.
Okay.
It happens sometimes.
Rose.
Crit
Gonna do a 2-speed left turn. 2-speed left turn.
Uh-huh.
Land on the gas cloud, but that's fine because she's also stressed. She's not taking any actions anyways. Okay.
She's just harassing me.
All right, and then resistance transport. Doing a 1-speed right bank.
I probably did something terrible with Anakin.
There. And then I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm going to take a target lock on that Gold Squadron Trooper who I have outmaneuvered and lined up in my bullseye. Your force.
All right. I'm not gonna look at my dials, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's not so bad. Maybe. Let's do Padme first.
Okay. Yeah, because that's going to be a collision.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, it is. Doop. You do get rid of that though.
All hanging out in a nice little row.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that stress trail.
That's all Anakin stressed right there
yeah.
from 2 panicked pilots.
Let's do a 2 bank.
Oh,
That
geez.
probably doesn't clear.
I think it does. Pull.
Paul.
Oof, that works. I was hoping to box you in there with like Rose Tico as the end cap,
Yeah.
and these 2 fighters pinching both ways,
Yeah.
so that whichever one you hit would block you into the other.
Just snuck out.
So
of
you
there.
are down to 3 stress tokens.
All right.
Gavin, what's destroyed on your side?
What's what?
What's destroyed on your side?
A Gold Squadron Trooper. Just one generic V19. And all my dreams.
And he's also dealt half damage to Rose Tico, so he's going to get some points from that if they're asking for the score. Okay, that's everybody's movement. So
Did
shooting.
this person move? I don't even remember
Yep,
them moving.
turned.
Yep.
So Anakin's got no shots.
No shot, kid.
Padme can
Take a
shoot
shot.
tubs at 1.
Take a shot
That's
at
it.
Tubbs. The Naboos are loose.
Yep.
One crit.
One crit.
Okay.
And no shields, so. Oh.
Raids though. Okay, my 3s. Pamich has a range 1 bullseye arc
Move
shot
my ships into
on
those bullseye with that.
Gold Squadron. So range 1, base attack, range 1, bullseye arc. This isn't my roll. This is just me counting the dice, unfortunately.
Conveniently placed the
And then I'm outside of your front arc, so your evades can't dodge my crits. Hopefully I get some crits again. Well, I'll target lock the blanks.
All
There we
right.
go.
crits. Ow.
Again, didn't get to trigger the second half of the auto blaster, but perfectly happy with the first half.
So I will take 3 of those.
There you go.
Thank you. Kindly.
Oiks.
And then Rose will take a range, probably 1, range 1 shot through the gas cloud at the Arc 170. And, you know, maybe do something.
Crit
Gas
hit.
Cloud gives me an automatic.
Yeah, so you roll 2 defense dice, and you can change one of them to an evade. There
Alright.
you go.
I will do that. Rolling 2 of defense dice for your arc feels really great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Power of gas clouds.
2s.
Two.
Gold Squadron bumps Jakris, so can't shoot him. Can't see Rose, but the Arc 170 can shoot anybody over here.
I will shoot Jakris.
Okay.
Rear arc.
Mr. Tubbs.
Mr. Tubbs. Mr. Tumnus.
completely different.
Yes, very different.
Okay, you got a target lock. You want
yeah.
to use it or save it?
I'll target. I'll save it. I mean, I'll use it. What am I saying? 3
Okay,
hits.
well, there we go. Blanked out, 3 damage, so he's got
snap.
1 hull left.
I love arcs.
Yeah.
They have multiple arcs.
They're so meaty.
Okay. My ones. So Tubbs on Skywalker at range 1. It's not the one I have a lock on, but that's fine. I like that. I'm gonna focus for 3. I want to make sure. Yeah, I'll focus for 3, and then you only have 2 defense dice.
It's just mean. Hey, I have one of these
Yep.
this time.
Got a first
That's
try.
why I focused it. So you take 1 crit, 2 crit, and you're gone.
Hull breach.
Oh no.
Damaged engine.
Oh no.
That's 4 damage on 3 hull.
Little Annie.
All right.
Strategy tip: if you can take an enemy ship off the table, you probably want to focus on doing that first.
Feel like most of our watchers are probably up to that.
I just want to say this is not how yesterday's game went.
Oh, yesterday's game was the complete reverse of this.
It was, yeah, 1-1 going into this.
Yeah. Okay, so Blue Squadron, because Logistics Division has no shots. Blue Squadron had that lock on Annie. Can't shoot Padme. Gonna shoot the Gold Squadron Trooper, because again, it's the most damaged thing in front of me. So 2 dice at range 2. For 1.
Who are you shooting?
Gold Squadron. Dodged.
All right.
Dodge.
Okay.
I'll take that.
That's the end of the round. So you know, Tubbs is on 1 health left. Tico's on 2 health left. Still has shields. Shields are gone, but still has full hull. Still has full shields.
All right.
So I want to focus on getting that Gold Squadron down, and then either I haven't put any damage on the Arc 170 left.
Yeah,
So that's
that's
9 health.
the big
9
one.
health, not 8, like I thought last game. And Padme is really maneuverable, so
And what are you looking at, Gavin? What is
I'm
What's
looking
your line
at
here?
running,
yeah.
but running so that I can shoot him still.
Well,
your Arc 170
No.
can do that
Yeah.
pretty well.
I think I'm gonna try.
That's the
I'm
wrong
gonna try
time.
and take down Rose probably with the arc.
you know, if you
and-
fly off the edge of the board, you've just kind of like retreated.
Yeah.
And so all your people
I'm
are
pretty
still,
sure
still
when
alive.
you come off the board, you come in on the opposite side.
Right.
Is
Are we playing asteroids now?
Time is a flat circle, and that's how it works.
Because I mean, I'd play asteroids.
Uh,
I'd play asteroids. Excellent. That sounds like fun.
That does sound like fun, actually. So,
and with only 3 ships left, it's a lot easier to make these decisions here.
yeah, now that I don't have to deal with force stress,
That was stressful.
that was no pun intended,
No,
but also
no.
pun intended.
I mean, is it even a pun at that point?
I feel like all my moves from now on will be very predictable.
But that was your key advantage.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
it's
I've
supposed to be
lost my-
unpredictable.
I've
Yeah,
lost my
right.
key advantage.
Right. He needs to stay unpredictable. Just K-turn everything straight around, fly right back at him.
Yeah.
Easy.
Evan knows.
Easy peasy.
So much easier to plot 3 dials, right?
Yeah. Almost there. Almost there.
So I never held the B-wing up next to our transport
No, we did
sculpt
that.
before. I had never
Oh,
seen
you had
that.
never done it before. I
Like,
see.
I knew that it was fun. It was fun to see them next to each other. Like,
Yeah. It's a cool look. It's a good look.
Okay. Set?
Yep.
All right. Ones. I'll do this one first. It's easy. 2-speed left bank.
No, not a stop.
Still stressed.
Coming around.
C3 goes like, wait for me, guys. And then my A-wing is going to go 3 straight forward. It's blue, so it clears that stress.
Mm-hmm.
Tucks right in
Oh,
there.
very nice. Very nice.
I spent this.
Yes. And then focuses, because there's not room to do anything else. And then Tubbs is going to do a 3-speed right Talon roll. This is one of the advantages of having multiple ships at the same initiative, because it's going right where Blue Squadron Recruit came from.
Yeah.
So Tubbs is going to look around to there.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
The math checks out.
Still got a lock on them and is stressed as well. That is my ones.
2s. Got a 2 turn here. Which I'm sure is no real surprise. Where I generally ended up here. And then he'll just focus. Or will I barrel roll on top of you?
Oh snap! the real play.
2 bank. And stay stressed.
But look at your ships coming in undone from each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so my 3s, Rose, going to do a 1-speed right bank to there, and it will pass over the gas cloud. Also, collide.
Bump.
So that's a very good lock for you. Clear that stress though.
Totally what I was going for.
I forgot Rustico's trick shot. She would have rolled an extra die shooting through the gas cloud. Pamich, 3 straight. Up to here. I'm not sure why I did that. In retrospect. I feel like I must have had the reason at the time, but so since she's not in the best spot for shooting, she is going to jam Padme to stop Padme from getting any extra. No. Oh, how much damage is on Gold Squadron?
3.
3. Okay, yeah, she's going to jam Padme.
Decided.
That's what I got.
Alright. Do you mind revealing my dial over there?
3-speed right bank. Left foot, left stump.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
No!
It's going to collide, so my jamming was not entirely necessary. You've managed to dodge both of my jams by just hitting things.
It's my special.
And I'm stressed from the jam because it's a red.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't complete it, so I don't get
Correct.
also because you jammed.
Yep. Padme has a shot on Rose.
Alright. Let's see if we can finally finish this. Is that range 1?
Yes. Definitely range 1.
Hey!
Oh, that's a good start.
That could do something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gone.
Boom!
putting her away.
You blew up my baby boyfriend. Oh, it wasn't her, was it? Who did you finish Anakin with? Where were
Tubbs.
we? Oh, yes.
Tubbs.
The reinforcement.
Mr. Tubbs.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Pamich is no shot. Rose is gone. So my 1s, your 2s first, your Arc 170.
No shots.
No shot. No. No shot. All right, my ones. So, Tubbs has a range 2 shot on Padme there. 3 dices. And I have a target lock on you. I'm going to use it. Because you don't have any tokens. There we go. That's what I
Look at
was-
that. 2 hits and a crit.
Come on. Hey.
Glad I used it.
All right,
Right.
all right.
And you got shields.
Yep.
So no crit for you. Gonna follow up with Gold Squadron Recruit on Padme. Okay. Yeah, on Padme. I was thinking if I should follow my own advice and try and take Gold Squadron Trooper off the board, but Gold Squadron Trooper is still stressed and facing away from me. So I'd rather put the damage on Padme because she's more maneuverable while I have the chance. So range 1.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Rolling hot.
Not commenting on my dice luck has significantly improved my dice luck.
Nothing.
So there's a shield, and then there's a crit, and then there's a crit, which is
Oh,
a direct
snap.
hit, which is enough.
To
Well, that
kill
was-
me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that was worth it.
Ultimate destruction.
All right. I think the victor is clear here.
And then that is out of range. So yeah, I think so too. Especially given that all my ships are behind your ships, I'll be able to finish off Gold Squadron Trooper probably before it gets to do anything.
Yes.
I one-shot you last time with plasma torpedo.
You did.
This time I didn't even get it
Yeah.
on the board there.
Yeah, if those plasma torpedoes had gone off, that could have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, before we wrap up the stream entirely, we wanted to talk a little bit about the Hyena class droid bomber.
We did.
So I think we have a couple cards that we want to show off.
Do we have the miniature first?
We
to
do
show
have
off?
the miniature as well. Darren,
Can
can
we
you
get
grab
the
the
miniature
miniature for us? Here, while we're getting the miniature, Brooks, let's talk about what,
Sure.
what these cards
We're only
are.
going to show you a couple of the cards.
Right.
So Evan suggested I pick my favorites, and
Yes.
I'm happy to do that. So first up is one of the pilots, one of the few unique pilots the droids have, because many of the droid ships have limited multiple dot pilots.
Yes.
So this is DBS 404, Preservation Protocol Not Found. So you can perform primary attacks at range 0. While you perform an attack at attack range 0 to 1, you must roll 1 additional die. After the attack hits, suffer 1 crit damage. So, DBS 404 has a big damage potential. You can get
Yeah.
6 dice out of a advanced proton torpedo with this droid.
Wow, that's insane.
But you are almost certainly taking a crit afterwards, and you have no shields to stop it, so it'll go straight in face up. And also, you still don't have access to focus actions, which somewhat limits the number of weapons you can use. But it's a very interesting piece. It's a big threat just with your main weapons. It's a beautiful piece of art too.
Yeah.
Of this hyena droid. I'm not sure how close the zoom is, but this hyena droid charging an ATTE on Ryloth.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun, quirky little thing of like one of the droids that's short-circuited and does not have all of its code working straight, and so perfectly happy to crash into. I'll put this on a higher stand.
Yeah.
We also have the hyena miniature to show you here. Okay.
Looking good.
So with that little shark tooth design on its wings and a very small Separatist logo there on the top. The painting, the sculpting all came out really great. Did you do the paint master for this?
I believe this one was Tim Flanders.
Yeah, and then I also have an upgrade card to show you. And actually an upgrade card and its rule sheet insert.
Yes.
So, because the upgrade itself is not going to tell you that much. So this is the Electroproton Bomb.
So
Derek,
cool.
can we get the punchboard token of it too? It's the big bomb-shaped one. So this is both a device and a modification, and it requires you to have the reload action to equip it. The effect is the pretty standard. During the system phase, you may spend 1 charge to drop this bomb using the 1 straight template. Then it adds a fuse marker onto the obstacle. Fuse markers we'll get to in a bit. And then it also has a line of text that says this card's charges cannot be recovered. So it requires you to have the reload action, but you can't reload it. It's just one giant bomb that you are going to load up in your bomber and drop. I'll turn the bomber here actually and have it be dropping this bomb behind it.
It's like it's really happening.
So that's all well and good. You say, okay, this cool bomb that has a lot of requirements. We haven't gotten into what it does yet.
It awakens the Zilla Beast.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Here we have
actually.
the Zillow Beast miniature.
That would be great, but no. So at the end of the activation phase, this device detonates. When this device detonates, each ship at range 0 to 2
Glossy.
sure, rolls 4 attack dice, loses 1 shield for each blank result, gains 1 ion token for each hit or focus result. I'm going to change one of these to crit. So that would be a shield gone, 2 hits, 2 shields gone, an ion, and gains a disarm token for each crit result. So it is a potentially devastating weapon. It's not going to finish off any ships, but it's going to massively disrupt the play area across a very large space. What the fuse markers do that are mentioned there as well, they're on the punch board, we don't need to get them out.
Yeah, it's fine.
But the fuse marker delays the detonation of a bomb for 1 turn. So that way you have time to get out of range. So can you switch back to the view of the table? We'll actually play out dropping this bomb.
Sure.
So here is our Jacris Tubbs bomber stand-in. Say 1 turn, it drops the bomb. There. Flies away with, say, a 2 bank or something. Maybe not bumping that, but flies away. That is not far enough to get it out of range 2 from the electroproton bomb. So the bomb's detonation is delayed a whole turn.
This is the fuse token, right?
No, it's the white.
Oh, it's the little
hexagon.
white one? Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's fine. We don't
Whatever.
need to show
We're
it.
good.
We'll show it in the preview article.
Yeah.
So you have a whole nother turn to get
fly
out of
away.
range. And so does
Look at all these
everyone
people.
else. But this is a very... Actually, aha! Range 2. It's a very large area that's going to be affected by the detonation of this bomb. Everything in there is likely to get ionized. If it still has shields, it's likely to lose some of them. It will possibly get disarmed. So a whole section of the board will be thrown into chaos. If you can capitalize on that chaos, that can be of a big benefit to you. If you're not well set up to capitalize on it, though, you could catch a bunch of your own ships in the explosion.
Right. So it sounds like you have to predict quite a bit where
Yep.
your opponents are going to fly and where the battle's going
It's
to
a
be taking
super
place.
fun, massive explosion. It'll entirely change the game.
Yeah.
Whether or not it will help you when it does is up to your flying and your opponent's flying.
Yeah.
Be nice against a list like Brooks there with a lot of shields and some slow ships.
Yeah. That would work pretty well there.
Take out those 3 shields right away.
So you're saying you should have brought Seven
I should.
Fist. Yeah.
Brooks,
Droids.
what does the fuse token do?
The fuse marker, here, we'll throw it on here. Well, we'll just tell you what it does here. So the fuse marker is this little countdown looking icon that our graphic design team made for us. Device is fused while it has at least 1 fuse marker. When a device would detonate, if it is fused, when fuse marker is removed from that device instead. So bombs that detonate at the end of the activation phase, just flip this all the way out here. So bombs that detonate at the end of the activation phase, their detonation will be delayed for 1 round because the first round, the round they're dropped, the fuse marker will go away instead of them blowing up. The second round they'll blow up. Mines actually work a little differently when they're fused because they don't have a chance to explode every round. So having fuses on a mine will mean the first chip to move over that mine will not actually detonate it. So we have some other effects in the product that we'll wait for marketing articles to show you more of.
Right.
That will work with fuse tokens.
So you could be kiting someone through
Yeah,
through a
so you
proximity
could
mine or
so
something.
you could potentially drop the mine with one chip, have another ship fly through it, not set it off, and it's active behind them.
That's cool.
So interesting little bit of flexibility that will allow players a lot more control over their bombs, how they use them without actually increasing the damage they do or anything, but just making them more useful, more easy to use.
All right. Well, that's super cool. And this is all Wave 4, so that's coming out
all Wave 4.
in the second quarter here sometime. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever we go live. Come back and join us this Thursday at 1 p.m. We're going to be doing a little art panel with a
that'll be
couple
fun.
of our art directors here, talking and doing a little interview here. And follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.